Hi guys, I'm making a video of all the questions that you guys have asked me here on Tumblr and on DeviantArt. So I'm just going to kind of dive right into this. I'm going to apologize early because I feel like crap, I'm tired, I got sick at work, so I feel like shit, but I'm going to answer these questions anyway because they're due. So the very first question is, the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. I think the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, there's this lady at church who, I teach CCD classes at a Ukrainian Catholic church, and I joined voluntarily. Because I work with kids at like a daycare, and so I just joined the church and said, hey, I can help out in your kindergarten and first grade CCD classes. Um, and like every other day, this woman named Donna insists on saying, you're such a blessing. We're so lucky to have you here. And every time I tell her, I'm like, Donna, stop. Stop. I volunteered to come here. It's no big deal. Everyone else volunteers to come here. But, I mean, I really don't know how to respond to that. I'm always like, I'm so flattered, Donna. Donna, stop saying that. You don't need to say things like that. But it was like my first time where someone actually used the word blessing and applied it to me. And it stuck with me. I mean, she's such a sweet woman. And yeah, that's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me, because that's such a strong word, and yeah, I was truly flattered. Sometimes when people get on DeviantArt and they comment like on my cosplay or something, and they're just like, oh, you look so beautiful, you look so fantastic, I'm like, you guys are crazy. But yeah, the blessing thing, that was one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. Second question is, what is your philosophy on handling the stress of life? Thank you, Lauren, for that question. My philosophy on handling the stress of life is you have to get out and just, and know it sounds like a little impulsive, but you need to get out and just do something different, no matter what it is. If you always drive to work, but you live pretty close, why not try biking to work or walking to work? If every day you go to work, you come home, you take a nap, then you go to classes, then you go back to work again, or something like that. Do something in between. Maybe like take a trip to the mall, go get some ice cream, do something that'll just break the monotony of life sometimes. Listen to a new song on the radio, try a new set of clothes or something. Do something that'll change the monotony of life. Don't do the same thing every single day, because yeah, it's going to get stressful, and when bad things in life come along, you're not going to know how to handle it. And plus, when you go out and you do things that are different, you meet new people. So I would say philosophy in handling the stress of life is to do things that are different. Another thing too is just be nice to people. Just seriously, it's worth it, really. Even if you never get thanked, who cares? Who cares if you get thanked or not? It's rewarding for you. Just be respectful of people, be nice to people. Don't go out of your way to hurt someone else. It's not necessary. It really does make your life harder. It makes their life harder. And if you've got nothing nice to say, just leave them alone. Because, that can be a nice thing to do. If you know that you're in a bad mood, just keep your mouth shut. Really. Just leave people alone, help them when they need help, be nice and respectful to them, and your life will be so much easier. Third question is, the one place I want to be right now. This is pretty good. Where I am right now is pretty good. The one place I would want to be right now. I think I want to be out for sushi. I'm in the mood for sushi. I'm always in the mood for sushi. And that is not where I am right now. I think also I just want to get the whole wedding thing over and done with so I can go on my honeymoon. We're planning on taking a road trip across the United States. We're kind of planning to eat our way across the United States for like 2 weeks. And my fiance and I, we just want to like stop at various restaurants and places around the United States, and like we're going to make our way across states up to Vancouver, and then come back down. I think the one place I want to be right now is probably in the car, on the road, having fun. Number 2, what I love most about myself. I think I'm truly fortunate. I have really awesome friends and awesome family, and I think what I love most about myself is, I guess that's not really myself, it's more like other people, but I think if I had to like something about myself, if I had to love something about myself, is I don't get bothered too much by other things. I really don't. You know, when someone's being a dick to me, I just, you get over it. I get over it. When life's got me down or work's really hard, I just plow through it and, willpower, and, I keep going. So, I guess I could say what I love most about what I love most about myself is probably patience. I have a lot of patience and a lot of willpower. Even when I'm tired and exhausted, I just keep on going, keep on trucking. This person said they have 3 questions for me. The first question is, who is your favorite character of all time? That's a good one. That's a really good one. I have a couple of a lot of fandoms that I'm in. My favorite character of all time. I think the one character that I've always just adored all the time, no matter what, and it was a fandom that I was a part of mostly in college, is Phoenix Wright. If you guys are familiar with the Phoenix Wright video games, I love Phoenix. I think because I relate to him a lot. Because he's a goofball and kind of an idiot and doesn't really know what he's doing most of the time, and he's a big nerd. Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters of all time. He's just a well-rounded character and pretty awesome, and makes, you didn't think that playing a game that involves lawyers and courts could be all that fun, but yeah, I think that was one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm trying to think. I don't know, I don't think anything quite measures up to him. Layton is coming close. Professor Layton is coming close. I'm slowly falling in love with Professor Layton. I notice how they're both video game characters. I don't know why that is, but I'm slowly falling in love with Professor Layton. Next question is, what are 3 of your current favorite songs? Crap. What's that one song by Josh Ritter? Oh, Girl in the War. I think that's the name of it. I love that song. Love that song. Oh, I recently fell in love with MIA's Bad Girls. That's a pretty awesome song to listen to. That's a guilty pleasure right there. 3. It's one of my I'm in love with rock and roll. Like, I love rock and roll. I listen to AC/DC and Led Zeppelin and Metallica and The Who and the Rolling Stones, and I love the Beatles. I'm a huge Beatles fanatic. But I think one of my favorite rock songs will be Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. That is an awesome song. You should listen to it if you're not familiar with too much rock and roll. Next question is, if you had an entire year to do anything you wanted, what would you do? I would travel everywhere. I'd come see everybody. I would just go on Tumblr and be like, yo, where do you live? We should meet up and have lunch. Sound like a creeper, but I would seriously just want to travel. I haven't been outside the United States, and no, that sucks. I've never been to Europe, I've never been to South America. I haven't been outside the continental United States. Yeah, so I've never been to Hawaii or Alaska. So if I had an entire year to do anything I wanted, I would just travel. I would just go. I would find the cheapest plane tickets and I would just go. I really want to visit Turkey. I want to visit Israel. I want to visit Japan. I want to visit England and Scotland. I want to visit Russia. I want to visit Peru. I'd love to visit Peru. I want to visit Rome. Like, I want to visit all these places, and, work gets in the way of all that. Work gets in the way of travel, finances. So I'm going to assume if I had an entire year to do anything I wanted, I'd probably have enough money to do whatever I wanted. So yeah, I would want to travel everywhere. Will you put more of your written work here? This question was from DeviantArt. I don't know. this person commented on my Roy Scarlett stories, which I wrote in college, and there's so many mistakes in that story. And I don't know if I would ever revise it. I don't know if I would ever go back and try to fix it completely, or maybe just completely rewrite it. I don't know. I don't write much anymore. I've never been one to write fanfics or anything like that. I wrote poetry in college, but I don't know, I guess it's kind of sad. I don't have much time anymore. It's always work, class, sleep. Work, class, sleep, constantly. So I don't know if I would ever put more of my written work there. I guess if a story came to me, yeah, I don't know. Probably not anytime soon. This person said, I wanted to ask about your OTP, but guh. Anyway, did you hear about Natsume's Book of Friends? Now I sounded really lame, sorry, but I'm curious because I've watched 4th season already and I wondered if you're into this too. I've never heard of this show, Natsume's Book of Friends. Yeah, I looked it up because I couldn't pronounce the Japanese. I've never heard of this show. Sounds kind of cool from what I was reading online. It sounds kind of cool, and we do have anime nights on Sunday. My friends come over and we watch anime and stuff. So I might propose that we watch this Sunday nights. Yeah, I've never heard of it until now. I'm really behind on my anime. I go to cons and stuff, and I see all these characters like, I'm from so-and-so, I'm from this awesome brand new show, and I'm like, I feel like the grandma in the group. I'm like, I don't know. You're not cosplaying Gundam Wing, and you're not cosplaying Sailor Moon, and you're not cosplaying, I don't know, Ramna and a Half. I'm like, I haven't a clue. I really don't. I'm old. I'm over the hill when it comes to anime. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't know. And I really should. I should just get into it so I'm not just wandering around cons looking like an idiot, asking people, I have no idea what you're cosplaying. Like, these 15-year-old girls are like, oh my god, this has been out for an entire year now. How do you not know? And I'm like, yeah, well, Supernatural the anime, I bet you didn't know what, that existed. They're like, isn't that a TV show? I'm like, yeah, well, they made it into an anime. They're like, okay, and they just kind of walk away. But, I'm like, shut up. But, yeah, I'll look into it. My OTP, you said you wanted to ask about my OTP. I have 3 OTPs, and I'm not going to explain them. Cows and Aliens, Lieutenant Surge and Raichu, Ivan and Zombies. Those are my 3 OTPs. The very last question is, if you could cosplay as one character for the rest of your life, who would it be? This is actually a very simple question. I would cosplay Dean Winchester for the rest of my life, mostly because my wardrobe is Dean Winchester's wardrobe. It's full of plaid and flannel, and I wear jeans every day, and t-shirts, and rock t-shirts, and yeah, I have my hair really short, I gel it up. Yeah, I would just be Dean every day, because I pretty much am. I dress like Dean every day. I really do. It's so easy. I'm not one of those people who get so worked up. Girls will be like, well, I spent 2 hours doing my hair and, another hour doing my makeup. And I'm like, I get up in the morning, put water in my hair, I brush it, I maybe put makeup on if I'm not too tired, I put on jeans, I put on a t-shirt, and I go out the door. Yeah, I really don't make myself look very nice. So most of the time when you see me, you go, wow, she must be really no, I just do that every day. That's me normally. If you look at me and think I'm just having a bad hair day, 9 times out of 10, that's pretty much, I actually got ready, I got up early, and I prepared myself for the day, and I still ended up looking like crap. So yeah, I would be Dean every day. If I had to pick another person, I would be Sam. Yeah, that's cheating, I know. Yeah. So, thank you for your questions. I hope I didn't bore you with this video. Like I said, I'm tired and I'm sick and I should probably go eat something. But have a nice day. Enjoy your Easter. Enjoy your Game of Thrones, Tumblr.